So, good morning, all the students and faculties. So, this is lecture on Introduction to Sanskrit Computational Linguistics. I am currently doing PhD in University of Hyderabad, Department of Sanskrit Studies. I'm under Professor Amba Kulkarni. So, first of all, I would like to say that this session I'll try to make it more interactive. Students can ask questions when they are given time, and I'll also ask question, and I'll expect students to answer. So this is the overview of the lecture. We'll start with the question: what is language? What is linguistics? And then we'll go towards computational linguistics and NLP. Then we will have some interaction about what these three questions are, what they understood, what students understood. Then we will go towards Sanskrit related talk, Sanskrit for computational linguistics for Sanskrit. Then Sanskrit learning through computational tools. Then our Samsadhani toolkit, we will look at it, and demonstration also will be given. And after that, students can practice in this session itself. And if there are any doubts, we will clear them in the question answering session. So what is language? Every day we cannot survive without language. We cannot be without speaking or without expressing our thoughts or giving answers to other people's question. What conversation? We cannot live without conversations because we are a social animal. So for that we need language. So what is language? Everybody knows, but still we need to answer this question with a scientific manner. In Sanskrit we say bhashanat bhasha. How this bhasha word evolved? So bhashanat bhasha, the one which is spoken is language. And in other aspect, it is a systematic means of communicating ideas or feelings by the use of conventionalized signs, sounds, gestures, or marks having understood meaning. So, language is not just which is spoken, but it also what is expressed. Means if somebody asks a question and you just nod your head, so that also is a part of language. So it can be a sound which we speak, sound, and gestures, just hand gestures also can be language. And whatever you understood, you need to tell. So all this can be considered as language. And then what is linguistics? We hear this term in different contexts. What is linguistics? So the linguistics is the scientific study of language. So you can have this question that we study language, we know English and other languages, our mother tongue, and we have learned these languages in our school days. And after 12th, we have some English or other. Now we are learning Sanskrit also. Isn't it linguistics? So it's not linguistics. We learn languages and its grammar, but linguistics. In linguistics, we study the structure of language. What is the common thread between all languages? The structure, the words, how these words are connected to each other, and what is their positions. How now, if you have heard about any Chinese or Korean movies, these days everybody is having this thing that they are following many Korean movies, Japanese cartoons and other things. So when you hear their language, not dubbed but the original Korean language or anything, if you hear, you will feel that some sounds are very different than what we have. In English, we have some similar sounds to our language, our Indo-Aryan family languages. So, i.e., other things, alphabets are similar. But these languages have something different. They speak from their nasal tones are there. So you have this thing that this is very different from our language. So why this happens, and what are the differences? These studies are conducted in linguistics. So there are different branches of linguistics. So there are we can bifurcate them in these three different aspects. So what we say, what we hear from sounds, we don't know what they mean and what are the different words, but we just hear a string, right? So now you know that I am speaking in English and I am speaking in English are different words. But somebody who doesn't know these are different words, who are not familiar with the language, they just hear a string of language, of sound. Okay, so this string of sound is the only sound. So the unit of sounds can be called as phonemes. So study phonetics is the study of speech sounds, including how they are produced, transmitted, and perceived. For example, in Devanagari, not in Devanagari, but in Marathi or Sanskrit, we have ka, cha, ta, ta, I, E, other vowels and consonants we have. So these are units, so, the smallest units of sounds. Okay. So phonology, that is called, the study of phonetics is called as phonology. And what is morphology? The study of how words are formed from morphemes. The smallest units of meaning is studied in morphology. So we know that Rama plus Su is a suffix, right? So Rama plus Su, that is a suffix, is it becomes Ramaha. So this is Prathama Ekavachana of Rama Shabda, that is Ramaha. How the word Ramaha formed is called as it is a morpheme, right? Ramaha is a morpheme, and the study of morphemes is conducted in morphology. Then syntax. Syntax is the study of how words are put together from the sentences. For example, Ramaha Dhavati. So it becomes a sentence when when words are connected to each other to form a meaningful sentence. Then this study is done in syntax. It is called as syntax. Okay. So how the structure of a sentence is created and how their sequence also has some meaning. Like in Sanskrit, the sequence, it's a free word order. Word order doesn't matter here much. But in English, we have this thing. I ate a mango. Mango ate I. Doesn't mean anything. I ate a mango makes sense. So this study is conducted in syntax. So this is a how we say it. Then the content what we say. Semantics. So semantics means the not just the words, but what is the word meaning? What the words are giving in sense of meaning. So this is called as semantics. Okay. Then pragmatics, just not just the meaning, but why this meaning is there. Why some specific meaning, certain meaning we are taking in grant that is in pragmatics, the study of how context contributes to meaning. Like here, one example I have given, Saindhavam Anaya. This is a Sanskrit example. So Saindhavam has different meanings, right? So Saindhavam means either salt, which we eat, and other meaning is horse. So if somebody is in a war field and asks Saindhavam Anaya, Anaya means bring Saindhava. So what there which meaning we will consider, that if somebody is in war, will he ask for salt? No, right? So we consider the meaning of horse here, right? So this is pragmatics. So all these aspects of every language are studied in linguistics. These not don't fear through these terms, but this is just what we speak in our everyday language. These are just their scientific terms, but we use these phenomena in our everyday conversations.
Correct. So, Amruta, if I want to make a new language, I'll have to work on all of this.
Sorry.
If I want to make a altogether new language, I'll have to
Hmm.
work on all these aspects, right?
Uh,
The
you
phonetics, the morphology, the syntax, semantics, pragmatics, everything.
Yes, yes. For us, Sanskrit has we have like very clear theory in Sanskrit for everything, but the terms are different there. These are English terms nowadays, modern terms for that. But we have everything there. But some language like which are some tribal languages or some northeastern region, they don't have any grammar for their language. For their language we need to define what are different phonemes in their language. They don't know what are, they use that language but they don't know what are the different phonemes, what is morphology there, and what is the syntax of their language. So there we have to define for their language to preserve that language. To make a new language, you cannot make a new language. Okay, so
Okay, so what
language,
you are saying is not every language has all of these aspects. Some of the languages are quite random.
they have all these aspects, but these aspects are not defined. Like
Okay,
they use everything, they express every feeling, but they have not any precise grammar or anything for their language. So these linguists, they work for their language, they take a survey, they gather data, and then they define what are different phonemes in their language.
got it.
Hmm. So this is linguistics. Then computational linguistics and NLP. What is computational linguistics? This is a very fancy term, and this diagram is also very fancy. So what is there? Computational linguistics is the application of linguistic theories and computational techniques to solve the problems of NLP. So computational linguistics means what we saw here, these five, six different aspects, terms, and so what is computational linguistics? If we study phonetics, morphology, syntax, semantics, pragmatics, and other aspects of linguistics through the means of computer or computation, is called as computational linguistics. Is the so computational linguistics is the application of linguistic theories and computational techniques to solve the problems of NLP. So now what is NLP? NLP is natural language processing. So natural language processing is natural language is the language which we humans speak. So it can be Marathi, English, Hindi, and other languages which all of us speak. But it's processing with machines. Okay, so natural language which is processed by machines. So how machines will understand our language? Huh? Because machines just understand the numbers, not language. So we need to define our language for machines in numbers. Okay, so it studies our language, how we define it for machines. So natural language is a subfield of artificial intelligence that uses computational techniques to analyze and process natural language data. So whatever we have some data, right? So we need to tag that data. Like tag means if we have some sentences, okay, consider we have 1,000 sentences in English. So it can be I eat a mango. So we have to define for machine that I is a subject here, and I means myself, like that. We have to define for machines differently that thing. So how we make children learn the language, we don't know. Like so how you people learned your mother tongue? Can you tell? We can't tell how we learn, because from childhood we are hearing some sentences from our household, from how our mother speaks, how our father speaks. So like that we are hearing that language from our childhood, and that's how we learn. We just imitate them, and we just get the meaning of the sentences by the frequent use of the words. So that's how we learn the language. So this is the way the machine also learns the language. We have to give some data or some rules for that language, that if I eat mango, eat is a verb. We need to tell machine that if eat, eats, eaten, these things comes, that means it's a verb here. So we have to define all the things for machine and then give the data to machine. And there are some models available. They just feed that data to the models and run that model for machine, and that's how the machine learns the data. So if you ask any question or any question there to machine about that data, it will be able to give you a answer. Okay. So that's how NLP is worked out, natural language processing is done.
Right, Amruta,
So there
just
are
a second. So,
yes.
so these guys are CS guys, IT guys, but I am not. So just help me with this, things. So everybody is making a model. So you also
Yes.
referred to models now. What exactly are these models? So can different people make different models, and what are these models?
So there are different models, and nowadays people are interested in just using the models, not
Right,
making the models. So models means algorithms, right? Logic. Hmm. So it involves like big amount of mathematics there. So I am also not into mathematics and computational computer science, but what I know I will tell. So it involves great amount of mathematics there, and they calculate for machine everything. Like they give values for each word, and different like how much this word will word matters, and how much these word comes to the
right,
into the data
right. So
frequency and other things they calculate, and they make a model for machine to learn.
right. So different use cases will have different models. So like you are saying, this Ayurveda guys you are teaching. So
Mhm.
Ayurveda guys may have altogether a different model. We language guys will have a different model. We can develop a different model. That's what you are saying.
Model means here which are there are, yeah. So if algorithm is model, we are considering algorithm means logic. Hmm.
Correct.
So here we, for Ayurveda people, we are just making we are just teaching them how to use these different tools, right? So we are not building any different model for them. We are just building some e-readers for their uh, uh, texts, Ayurveda texts, which are available in Sanskrit. So for them, we are just building e-readers. But here, I have shown some different applications of NLP, like chatbot. So for chatbot, there can be a readily available model, because nowadays chatbot is like
Frequently used.
everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, frequently used. So some people have made already chatbot,
Right.
but it can be the model can be available for English, but for Sanskrit we need to change there some
Certain parameters. Got it.
certain parameters we need to change, because the language will be different and the language structure will be different. Hmm.
So models
For
are
English,
basically readily available logics, readily available algorithms.
yeah, yes, yes.
Got it.
So those people who are working in computer science field, they are able to make different models also. Okay,
Yes.
so that is their research part that they conduct in different institutes. So they can make different models, but for us, we will use those models, and we can also make simple models. We can also make, but those complicated models, they are readily available and we can use.
Got it.
So chatbots we know, then email filtering. So we get different emails in our Gmail or other apps. So we get it filtered, right? So if these are social emails. These are just to advertisement, and then some important mails we get from our professors or other people. So these emails, they filter automatically. How do they filter? They go through the content or topic of the mail, and they filter it accordingly. So they need to know the language. These email filtering application, there will be some language model that knows what is the English language or other languages which has the mail which is in written. So they filter accordingly. Then that after that, language translation. We know, we everybody nowadays we are using translation, Google Translate, and so Google Translate has different languages, and we translate. Sometimes we don't remember some word. We know the Marathi word, what is called, what it is called in English, we don't know. Or sometimes we know English word, but what exactly the word for Marathi we don't remember. So we go to the Gmail, sorry, Google, and just type a Marathi to English translation, and then we just input the word which we want, and we get the Marathi or English word for it. So this is language translation. How it is done? Through NLP only. Then sentiment analysis. Sentiment is, we here we consider positive, negative, and neutral. So in different social media apps, we know that some people just they can aggravate some issues, like some they sometimes do hate speeches there. So
Right.
for that, sentiment analysis is very important. The some such speeches will be automatically be barred from the social media through sentiment analysis. Then predictive text we use in like we type on WhatsApp or other messages. There we see that if we type, we start to type some word, and automatically what we want to type will come on the keyboard. So we just press there, and the what we want will appear without typing the whole word. So it is predictive text. Then text summarization. If we have a big PDF of some document, we want to just get summary of it. We just go to the text summarization application and get a paragraph on what there in 10 12 pages of PDF. We just get through a paragraph. We don't there is no need to read whole PDF if it is not important. Then smart assistant, like we have in IRCTC and other applications, they have this assistant there, and we just can ask they like we can just type some message for it or query for it, and they will answer with their suggestions. That is smart assistant. So these are different applications available in NLP, and there is more than these applications. I have just mentioned some of it. So now we will go towards Sanskrit computational linguistics. What is there in Sanskrit computational linguistics readily available? We are going to see. Okay, so if you have any query, whatever we saw till now, you can ask, or otherwise we will go further.
Y'all can put it in the chat box, right? We can move on.
Okay. So Sanskrit computational linguistics. So nowadays we see that there is very much awareness about Sanskrit in before some 10 12 years. We were just forgot that we had just forgot about Sanskrit. What is it was there, but we were not able to give that much importance to Sanskrit. But nowadays this IKS and other NEP, new education policy, from when it is implemented, we see that Sanskrit, the importance of Sanskrit has been increased in different fields, not just language, but other scientific fields also, like Ayurveda or physics, economics, and other fields. Sanskrit, this language has importance, has gained importance in different fields. So now we have this question that people study Sanskrit only till 10th or 12th. Some people even cannot study it till 12th because they don't have this subject in their schools and other things. But now they want to learn what is there in Sanskrit and what is there for them in Sanskrit, not just conversation, not just language speaking, but Sanskrit is a language of sciences too. Like from Vedas, philosophy is there. After that, mathematics is there. We all know that Vedic mathematics and other aspects of Sanskrit. But now we want to learn those scientific fields of Sanskrit. So how we can approach there, because we don't know the language, but now we want to learn the now we want to learn the language to have what uh, to learn these things. So how we will go towards it? We cannot
Amruta,
get.
yeah, Amruta, I'm
Yes.
just going to cut you here. The discussion
Hmm.
that we had yesterday about Indian knowledge systems,
Hmm.
can we just prepone that discussion here? So just so that these guys understand how important it is just to understand or be able to decipher Sanskrit. Now, all of them have
Okay.
taken Sanskrit, but they should know how is it going to be useful now. So
Hmm.
give us a little bit about the Indian knowledge system thing.
Okay, so Indian knowledge systems. This is like very these days it is very famous topic. So Indian knowledge system. It doesn't say that Sanskrit knowledge system, but in India, Sanskrit was the language of science. Everywhere in every science, only we see Sanskrit as a language or as a medium, because Sanskrit has very specific word structure, and we have for one sense we have different words. For different words we can like precise it in one uh, small word. For different sentences we can speak in small word, right? So like ashtadhyayi, for example, we have just for one sutra we have just two or three words, not more than that, but we get whole thing from two three words. Whole rule they explain in just two to three words. So this tradition, because of these different specialities of Sanskrit was used as a language of as a medium of language for different sciences. So there are many different sciences. We know that from Vedic period we have shadangas of Veda. So for pronunciation, then for to build yajna Vedic. So we had this architecture also. So after that we have mathematics in Jyotisha. So nowadays, scholars are more aware about what was there in our system. We know that we had rich heritage, and we were very forward from that time. So now, now where all the things have gone, we need to like bring it again in our tradition, in our culture. So how to what is the way to get those things back? So learning Sanskrit, there is no other option for such scholars. So for you people also, after completing your degree, you will go to masters, and there you will get a good chance of taking up research in whatever field you are. So Sanskrit has everything there. Whichever field you are in, you can just look back what was there for these whatever topics you are studying. For these topics, what was there back in our history? So you will definitely get something there, and that part you can take up for research. So now this question arises: this that whatever you want to study, it will be in Sanskrit. So there you will need something which will just help you in learning Sanskrit or learning whatever science you want to take up.
Correct, correct.
So yes.
Amrita, I'll just add a bit more context to this. So, guys,
Okay.
under NEP, now it is being made optional. It is up to the institutions also whether to include the Indian knowledge system in the curriculum of the master's students. And what we are observing now is many of the institutions are taking a very conscious decision that we need to add this. So when you go for not just this master's exam, but any kind of competitive exams, if you go for some government exams or entrance exams, Indian knowledge system is definitely a topic that they introduce and they want you to know a bit more about. This fantastic tool now, which Amruta will tell us about, has been developed by uh, the Department of Sanskrit in Hyderabad. And it's fantastic because it will help us to understand things which were there in ancient India, things which we already had, right? But we got it all in English. But all of this was already there. So we'll be able to explore things better with the help of this tool. This tool is amazing. As we go on, you all will understand. Again, I'll say if you have any questions, please feel free. Because yesterday's discussion was more, we did not have CSIT guys or DS guys. Today, you all are there, and I think you all will be able to explore a different aspect, a different aspect than what we had yesterday. So please feel free to ask. Amrita, yeah, please go on.
So as Girish is saying that in net also, if you are going to appear for net, in first paper it is compulsory
Right,
for everybody. There also we will find some Sanskrit related terms in like pramanas, other things. It will be there. So Sanskrit, you don't have any option. If you really want to study, you will have to take the help of these different applications, and that's why we are working on it, because it Sanskrit should be available for everyone. So this is one way to help in this task. So there are different applications of for Sanskrit available. Like this is a spell checker. We uh, we use this spell checker very often for English and other languages. But if we want to type in Sanskrit, we don't have, like, we feel that there is nothing to just correct our mistakes. But there is spell checker available for Sanskrit in this. You can check it out with this website. If I write gachati instead of gachati, it will give the word in red underline, and we can it will also suggest the correct word. You can choose the correct word here. Then there is ashtadhyay.com. This ashtadhyay.com has many different applications. Like you can search a word and its word forms there, and Ashtadhyay whole sutras are there, and the sutras with its English translations, English commentaries, and Sanskrit commentaries, Hindi commentaries are also there. So if you want to study grammar, it will also be helpful there.
right.
Then
Amrita, before
I
we go on, what is Ashtadhyayi? Mrunal has
Ashtadhyay.
touched a bit upon it, but I will request you also.
Okay, okay. So Ashtadhyayi is a like very famous book on Sanskrit grammar. It can be called as like how we worship Bhagavad Gita or Vedas in our tradition. That's how the grammaticians of Sanskrit will worship Ashtadhyayi. So whoever wants to learn Sanskrit grammar, they have to study Ashtadhyayi here. So Ashtadhyayi is a book written by Panini. So it has different sutras of grammar. That means rules, how you have to use some word, which vibhakti will occur there, and you should not use this word in this sense. Like that, every rule is there available in Ashtadhyayi. It also can be called as a complete grammar, extensive grammar, exhaustive grammar of any language. For any language, it is not there, but for Sanskrit, we have Ashtadhyayi. And
got it.
it also I want to also mention that Ashtadhyayi can be called as first program in the world. So first programmer you can actually Panini you can call as first programmer of the world. Many modern scholars also have uh, refer this.
Correct.
So Ashtadhyayi is a
Another question which comes to my mind, has Ashtadhyayi been reworked? As in, are there additions? Have people added to it or removed things? Has it changed over time?
Ashtadhyayi, in Ashtadhyayi book, there is nothing like that. It has some 4,000 sutras. So in those 4,000 sutras, nothing has been added or deleted. But after Panini, some sutras, some addition should be there in this sutra. This sense, Panini wants to say in this sense. Like that, there are different Vartikas. They call it Vartikas.
Okay. So you
It
are
is
saying there
done
are
by
different inferences. People
yes,
have
yes.
derived different inferences from what Panini has already given.
Yes, yes. So there are three different, like first Ashtadhyayi, then Vartikas, and then Mahabhashya of Patanjali. So these three are like in grammar tradition. These three are very much trusted books.
Got it.
So these three are there
So
for
that is what
grammar.
is fascinating about Sanskrit, right? Because these things
Mhm.
have been helping us for quite some time now,
Yes, yes.
right?
And nobody was able to tell that this one is wrong or this should not be there.
Right.
Like so, it is very perfect, and this is the what we can say very under highlighted thing that we respect whatever others have done,
Correct.
but we also add to it.
Got it.
Then IIT in different IITs there are Sanskrit in computer science departments. They are also taking up Sanskrit computational linguistics research. Here, IIT Kanpur has developed several tools on Sanskrit. Uh, so most these tools are there, but this Chando Jnanam, that is Chanda means if you want to read Sanskrit shloka, so you need to read it in some specific way. You cannot read it just like a sentence. You have to like sing it, like Ram Raksha or Shantakaram. We know Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam. Like that, we have to sing it. So the uh, structure there, like we have these structures of like how we have to chant it. So these structures are called as chanda.
Amruta, is
Chanda
there any
is
reason that we have to do it like that?
no, they, means there is not any reason, but for so you can say that to memorize it,
Correct.
like how you memorize songs, you just you
There's a
have just
tune to
heard of.
it. Hmm.
The tune will be help us to remember what are the words. Otherwise, you will not able to remember those words.
Got it.
And it also like makes it more. It adds to the aesthetics of the poetry
Right.
also. So to identify what meter it is there, this tool can be helpful. Meter is chanda. Hmm. And different other tools are there. So this chatbot is also there in Telegram, Vayyakaranaha. So if you just ask it what is the form of what is the form in akarot, akarot is a verb. So dattapadasya prakaram vrunotu. So we have to choose what is the prakara. It is a tinganta. Tinganta means verb. So it will give us output that it's a kru dhatu. Then the mula dhatu is tukre. Then gana is tanadi. Ubhayapadam, sakarmaka. Other details also it will give. So this is how different tools are coming from different sources. You have to just be aware about it.
Right.
You can use these tools. So now we will just have a look at what is like. These are different tools for Sanskrit,
Yeah.
but
Amrita,
we
just
all
a
have.
second. Yeah. In the previous slide, the
Hmm.
Akarot thing. Can you
Hmm.
go to the previous slide? Yes. So this is basically this is a chatbot in which we can put a word and it will give us all the analysis
Hmm.
about the word,
Yeah.
the root verb, all its forms and everything,
Hmm.
the meaning also. Okay, understood.
Yeah. So then we all know, like we have heard somewhere, like Sanskrit is very useful language for the computer science, computer programming. So how it is useful? It's not just a language, but there are different theories. As I already explained, that in Sanskrit we have different theories, and these are very specific to the like what are the speciality of this language, like that. So how we get the meaning of a sentence, nobody has thought of it. Like in English and other languages, they don't like really bother about it in those times. These are very modern terms, but we had this in very ancient times. uh, so how it is useful for computational linguistics? So Sanskrit has rich theories of Shabda Bodha. What is Shabda Bodha? So Shabdat Jayamanaha Bodhaha, the knowledge we get from the words. So how, like somebody uttering some words, and the listener uh, gets what he wants to say through that words. So those words are some instrument of the knowledge which is getting transferred to the listener, right? So Shabda Bodha. So I am uttering something like Ramaha Gramam Gacchati. So Ram goes to village. So how they like you are listening to this sentence, and how what is the picture which is created in your mind, that is called as Shabdabodha. So there are different theories of Shabdabodha available in Sanskrit. So mainly three schools uh, produces different theories. Vyakarana Shastra, Mimamsa Shastra and Nyaya Shastra. We will not go very deep into these theories, but for Vyakarana, we will see what is the theory. So Vyakarana Shastra, these are followers of Ashtadhyayi, and this is into the tradition of grammar. So we have mainly three different aspects of Shabda Bodha. So how Shabda Bodha occurs? So for Shabda Bodha, these three, Akanksha, Yogyata and Sannidhi, should be there in a sentence. So for Shabda Bodha, if we consider a sentence, we need that that sentence should have Akanksha, then Yogyata and Sannidhi. So what is Akanksha? Akanksha is expectancy. Ramaha Gramam, and then I if I don't say anything after that, Ramaha Gramam. So you will have that expectancy that what is after that, what happened to Ramaha Gramam and what happened next. So like that you have to supply some work there. Ramaha Gramam Gacchati. Okay, so that's how the Akanksha completes, the expectancy fulfills there. So Ramaha Gramam Gacchati. Okay, so this is a sentence. Okay. Without Akanksha, the sentence will not be able to deliver any meaning. So that's how Akanksha is important. Then Yogyata, Agnina Sinchati. So Agnina means by fire, somebody sprinkling. Sinchati is sprinkling. So somebody is sprinkling fire. Hmm. So does it make any sense? Can you sprinkle fire?
No.
So no, you can sprinkle water, but not fire. So there is no yogyata. Agni doesn't have yogyata to be sprinkled. So this sentence does not make any sense. So absence of yogyata also uh, uh, contributes to the not meaningful sentence. So Akanksha and Yogyata we have seen. Now Sannidhi is closeness, okay, nearness of the words. How this matters? So Girihi Bhuktam Agniman Devadattena. Girihi is hill. Then Bhuktam means eaten. Agniman means the one which has fire, fiery, and Devadattena means by Devadatta. So Girihi Bhuktam, hill is eaten by Devadatta, who is fiery. So this sentence make any sense?
No.
No, it does not make any sense. Why? Because the word order is not correct. If we connect these words in different order, if we change the order here, Girihi Agniman, then Bhuktam Devadattena, like that, it will make some sense. Like Girihi Agniman, the hill is fiery, and Bhuktam Devadattena, Devadatta has eaten. Like that, we need Sannidhi also to fulfill the sense. So these three theories are very important in sentential analysis. Okay. Yes.
Right. Right. I'll just summarize this. Please tell me if I've understood this correctly. Okay. Uh,
Hmm.
so, for a sentence to be meaningful, whether the
Hmm.
sentence has meaning or not, or when
Hmm.
we say a sentence, what kind of imagery does it create in our mind is basically Shabda Bodh.
Hmm.
And then there are three school of thoughts. School of
Hmm.
thoughts. So, school of thoughts, I haven't come across school of thoughts in English, but I think this is superb that we have in Sanskrit. And it also
Hmm.
tells the detail in which, thought has gone behind each of these things. There are three
Hmm.
different school of thoughts here. So, first one has to deal with grammar, then Mimamsa
Hmm.
Shastra, and then Nyaya Shastra. In
Hmm.
Vyakarana Shastra, in the grammar aspect, there are three things which will tell us. There are three parameters which will tell us whether the sentence is meaningful or not. Correct?
Yeah.
So these three
Yes.
parameters are to create expectation. Second is to see whether logically it is correct, and third is to see the word order.
Huh.
If
Yes.
I assess my sentence on these three parameters, and if the sentence sentence has all these three parameters, positive parameters, then it is meaningful. That is what this says, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So these things for human, we unknowingly we use these parameters,
Right.
but for machines, if we want machine to analyze the sentence, we need to tell the machine that you have to see if there is akanksha, the akanksha is fulfilled or not, if there is logic or not, yogyata and sannidhi. For word order also, we need to tell machine that it should check the sannidhi and accordingly it should produce the meaning, right? So these theories are very useful for computational linguistics, like how if we for us it is very simple. We know, yeah, we know these things, right? But for machine we have to tell everything, every aspect of sentence or meanings there. So we can just define some rules to tell the machine, to teach the machines these things, and the machine will produce the output. Like it will not produce any incorrect output. So these filters we have to adjust, right?
Okay.
Hmm. So what we have built for Sanskrit using these theories is Samsadhani toolkit. So what is Samsadhani? It is a toolkit of different tools, computational tools to learn Sanskrit. And the other very wonderful thing about Samsadhani is it is built on the Shastra. Like we have taken different aspects from grammar perspective, then Nyaya Shastra, Mimamsa Shastra, all the theories we have implemented. Whatever they were saying in Ashtadhyayi, we have just taken those rules and just implement using some programming, and through that programming we were able to build this toolkit. Okay, so now we will have a demo of what all tools are there and what tools will be helpful for you to learn Sanskrit. Right. So we will go to Samsadhan now.
Amrita, when you say that you have used all the theories from Nyaya Shastra, from Ashtadhyayi and all the other aspects, does that mean that when we look for a specific word in Samsadhani, we will get all kind of like a meaning from all the perspective. This is what you want to say.
For I am saying that like how we are producing words there, word forms. So we are looking at so if you are giving Rama Shabda, for Rama Shabda, how Ashtadhyayi produces different forms. We are
Yes.
using those rules to
Okay.
form different forms of Rama Shabda.
Okay.
Okay. So sometimes we have to, like for humans, those rules are very useful, and we just get some conflict sometime. Both rules are there, but which rule we want to implement, which rule we should not take there. There are different conflict resolution. For conflict resolution also, Ashtadhyayi has some parameters, right? But here for machines, we are also taking those parameters here, and the machine was able to build everything. Okay. So now there are three different websites from which you can access these tools. First one is scl.samsadhani.in, then sanskrit.uohyd.ac.in/scl, then sanskrit.india.fr/scl. So these three links you can use. If some link is sometime down, you can use different link. So this is the interface of Samsadhani, homepage of Samsadhani. So here sanskrit.uohyd.ac.in, you can you are able to see the interface, right?
Yes.
So this is the home page, and there are different tabs. Some information is also given about this tool, and you can see here that it is from 2002 to 24. So this work is some 22 years old website you are seeing, and through these years, many tools developed under the guidance of Professor Amba Kulkarni. She is head of the department at University of Hyderabad, Sanskrit Studies Department. So she is basically a computer scientist, and when she was doing her research at IIT Kanpur, that time she came across to different theories of Sanskrit, which can be useful for developing computational tools for not just Sanskrit but all the other languages, Indian languages. So as I said, these different theories of Shabda Bodha, Karakas. In Karakas means the roles of each word in sentence, if it is karta, agent, and these different rules. It can be applied to different languages like Hindi, Marathi, and other languages. So this is how this idea came to not, her mind and her guides. She had guides also there, so they were also working in same field. So this is the result of that work during this time, and I will show you different tools whatever they have made till now. So this is Sadhanani, that is tools. You can see various tools here. So we will look into few tools which will be helpful for you in your study. So this is we will see first Padanishpadika. Padanishpadika is morphological generator. What is morphology? We have seen morphology is word structure. Okay, so word form generator we can also say here. Pada is the Pratipadika means root word plus the suffix. So that is called as pada in Sanskrit. So similarly, this morphological analyzer will generate pada if we are giving a root word and what other details of that word. it will automatically produce for you a different forms of that word. Then Pada Vishleshika will go to different tools and just see whatever there. So first in Pada Nishpadika there are four different options: Nama Rupa Nishpadika, Kriya Rupa Nishpadika, Kridanta Rupa Nishpadika, then Tadhita Rupa Nishpadika. Here we will see Nama Rupa Nishpadika. So this is Nama Rupa Nishpadika, noun generator. Here you have to choose input encoding, then output encoding. What is encoding? Encoding is what we speak, the sounds, and to encode those sounds, we use script. Okay, so here different scripts are there, like Devanagari, like how we use to write Marathi, it is Devanagari. Then for if you want to write in Roman, okay, so you have to use WX alphabetic, and other different scripts are also there, but mostly we will use Devanagari or WX. And in case you are able to type in IAST, that is Roman diacritic, it is it also can be used here. And output, for output, there are two different scripts. We'll keep it Devanagari. So we'll give a Pratipadika here. We can type or just copy paste from somewhere. There are, for instance, they have given Rama, Rama, and Vana. So if you tell me any Pratipadika, I will type it here. Any word, anybody's name also we can type.
Yes, you can share your names, students, anyone you can put in the chat.
Okay, we'll take Aditi. I am typing in WX here. Okay, so for it is A, the it is X, for E it is I, the it is W, and for for E it is again I. So how we have to map Devanagari to WX? So there is one document. I will share this one after this meeting. I have already shared it on yesterday. So you can see how we have to write here. So for A, capital A you have to use. For Dirgha, the long vowels, you have to use capitals. For E, U, Ru, there are different long vowels here.
Correct. But
And
Amruta, why do we need this? Why do we need this WX notation?
yeah,
Can we not
so
directly write ADITI Aditi?
okay. So if we write ADITI Aditi, okay. So what will happen? Which ikara you want to give, rasva or dirgha? In A, what do you mean by A? Akara or akara? These questions will be there. For machine, machine is like, if we are say, we have to just be very precise there. It will not be able to get what exactly you want to say.
Correct.
If I write here a, it will be a. Okay. So for that, you need to be very conscious here.
Correct. So
Okay,
we have
because
in our languages, we have, so you gave the example of the yesterday. Uh,
uh-huh.
yeah, I think that will help better. Can you give that example again?
So for the, if I write Aditi, in Aditi, if I write D, okay. So what does D means? If
The.
in our Aditi and Damru, if we say, we will use both cases. In both cases, we will use D, right? So it will cause some chaos for
The machine.
computer.
Right.
Yes. So it will not be able to like guess what do you exactly want to say, D, D or the.
Correct.
So that's why we are using this WX notation where every letter has only one possible Devanagari equivalent. Okay. So for ch we have C. In general Roman typing we use CH here. Okay. And for ch we will use CHH, right? But for machine we want to be very precise and very clear. We will use only one Devanagari, only one equivalent in WX. Okay. So this is how we have used each like every alphabet for one Devanagari letter. And this notation actually was developed at IIT Kanpur by these computer scientists to to use these alphabets for Sanskrit to develop different programs, right? So here we are seeing WX notation which was developed that time and still it is in use. So for Aditi, we will type AXIWI. If you are able to type in Devanagari, it is also possible. In Devanagari also we can type.
Yeah, we can send secret codes to our friends. Nobody will know what we are saying.
Yes, yes. For Aditi, Ikara is Dirgha. Then it is a Nama and it is in Strilinga. And I'll tell you one more thing that you should not give one space here after T. Okay, the machine will also take that space and it will not produce correct answer. If I give space there, see what happens. Everything is blank. If I remove space, then also why? Okay. So it is Rasva. Okay, Aditi, Ikara is Rasva. So here are the different forms of Aditi. Aditihi, Aditi, Aditayaha. Okay. So what is the meaning of Aditi? If you don't know the meaning of the word you are giving, you can just click on the root word here, which is on the top of the table. You have to click on it, and then this small pop-up will appear. You have to choose. These are different dictionaries available. Amar Kosha is also a Sanskrit to Sanskrit thesaurus. Then Apte dictionary is Sanskrit to Hindi dictionary. Then Monier Williams dictionary, it is Sanskrit to English dictionary. Heritage is Sanskrit to French dictionary, and this Cologne dictionary is Sanskrit to German. Okay, so for us we will use Apte dictionary. So what is Aditi? So here you are seeing Aditi. It's in Strilinga. So do plus tin datum chetum ayogya. Okay, this is the etymology of Aditi. How this word formed. Okay, Aditi word how it came. So here datum chetum ayogya. Okay, so the one who cannot be like broken or it cannot be given to anybody else, like who is not yogya. Okay, so then Aditi means Prithvi, Aditi, it's Devata, Adityoki Mata, and other meanings are also given. So these are different use cases of Aditi, Aditija, then Aditi Nandana. These are different usages of Aditi. Then for Monier Williams in English also we are seeing it. Aditi having nothing to give, destitution, and these are English meanings of Aditi and other cases where Aditi this word occurred. So this is how these dictionaries are also very useful to define which meaning you want to use. Okay, so this is noun generator. Then you are seeing here different options. There is Nama, Sarvanama, Sankhya, Sankhya, and Purana. So in Sarvanama, what is there? Sarvanama is pronoun. So there are different pronouns in Sanskrit like tad. Tad is a Sarvanama. And for Sarvanama, you can use Sarvanama in different lingas. Okay. So I will use in Pullinga Tad Sarvanama. So you have to choose here for any word, you have to choose which linga it is in and which category. Okay, in between these options. And then you have to click Rupani Darshatam. So there will be a table of different forms in different vibhaktis. These are the vibhaktis. And in Sanskrit, we have three vachanas. In other languages, we don't see three vachanas, only two number we see. Ekavachana, Dvivachana, and Bahuvachana. This Dvivachana is extra in Sanskrit. Okay. So saha, tau, te, tam, tau, tan. These are different forms of tad sarvanam in Punlinga. In Strilinga, the forms will be different. Okay, sa, te, taha, tam, te, taha, etc. And also in Napunsakalinga, it again will be different. Okay. So Nama and Sarvanama we know, but what is Sankhya? Sankhya is numeral, which we use to count some. Okay, if there are some sticks and we want to count those sticks, how many sticks are there? We'll count ekam, dve, trini, chatvari, etc. It will be always in Napumsakalinga. Okay. What is Sankhya? We'll see one example for Sankhya. We'll give Eka in Sankhya and submit. So here if you change the linga, the output will not change. Okay. For Pullinga also it is Ekam, Ekam, Ekena. Okay. In Strilinga also it will be same. But in Sankhya, the output will change in different lingas. Strilinga, what happened? Okay, with Pullinga it is coming, but in Strilinga it is not coming. There should be some problem. So I'll note it down. This is not coming in Strilinga. It should come like Eka, Eka, Ekaya, like that. Then, so this Sankhya is used like a Visheshana, like adjective. It can be used like Eka Balika, Ekaha Balakaha, Ekam Phalam, like that. For every different gender, the Sankhya will also different. Okay, will also be different. So this is how this noun generator can be used. And for Purana, it is like it will be like Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya. So we'll take one example. Tritiya.
This is first, second, third.
Yes. Okay. Tritiya we have to write. Then Purana we have to choose, and Strilinga. In Strilinga there is some problem I think. Okay. Okay, so the Pratipadika will be Tritiya, and it is Purana and Strilinga, and it will be like Tritiya, Tritiye, Tritiyaha. Okay. So this is noun generator. If there is any question regarding noun generator, you can ask.
There was noun. Can you just go back? There was just noun or was there verb also I saw? No,
Yeah,
so
verb generator is also there.
verb is also there. You showed us
Yes.
just noun. What?
Yeah. Because this verb generator is very complicated
Okay.
for these people. It will be, you need to know what is the root verb and you have to choose from the list. So I will suggest you use Pada Vishleshika always. Okay. Even in generation case, you can use Pada Vishleshika. That is morphological analyzer.
Hmm.
So what is the reason behind it? Why I am suggesting to use Pada Vishleshika? We will just give this Nadi, Devanagari, whichever is there, you have to choose that one and then submit. So if you don't know what is the work form exact work form, if you know, like if you get any word in literature or any shloka or any sentence of Sanskrit, you can just copy that word and come to the morphological analyzer and paste that word here and submit. So you will get its analysis. It will have the root word, its linga, and this one is prathama. The number is showing the vibhakti, and its eka means it's vachana. So here you are getting all the information regarding that word. So in generator, you have to feed every information there,
Correct.
like pratipadika. Sometimes you will not be able to like guess what is the pratipadika there. If you enter wrong pratipadika, the output will not be shown.
Correct.
And you also have to know what is the category and what is the linga. Okay.
So using the
In
previous tool, we get the inputs for this tool.
yes.
Right.
So in pada vishleshika, if you know, like we used nadi. So here you are getting all the information which you want to put there. And after that you will get a chart for all the vibhaktis. Even here you can get that chart. If you want to, you have to just click on the Pratipadika which is in blue color. You can click here and you will, the chart will appear.
What?
Hmm? So this is the chart, and again you want to know the meaning. You have to click again on the Pratipadika. Again you will be able to
See the meaning.
get all the meanings. Okay. And just one thing you have to be aware about, like I'll give Ramaha. So see, there are two outputs. We know this one, Rama Pullinga Pratama Ekvachana. We know. But what is this one? Ra Kartari Lat Uttam Purush Bahuvachana Parasmaipadi Adatihi. What is this thing? We don't know. So when the output is in red color, it means that this is a verb. Okay, this is the information about verb. So in Ramaha, it is a form of verb Ra, and Ra dhatu it in Uttam Purush Bahuvachan. Okay, Kartari let Uttam Purush Bahuvachan. The form will be Ramaha. So what is Ra? Ra dhatu means to go. Okay, same meaning as Gachati. So Ramaha means Gachamaha. So Rati Ratah Ranti, Rasi Ratah Rath, Rami Ravah Ramaha. Here there is Ramaha. So because we don't have any information here, only we have the form. So whatever the possible analysis the machine should produce. Okay. So that's why the machine has two different analysis, and according to the context from where this word came, so we have to be aware about that. If any shloka is there, Ramaha Gachati, this if any text Ramaha Gachati is there, so that means Ramaha is a noun. So you have to choose this analysis. Is if there is Vayam Ramaha means we are going, like that Vayam Ramaha. There you have to choose this analysis, okay, in red color. That
Okay.
is a verb, okay. So for some nouns also, it can be multiple analysis. Only you have to choose the one which you want. So sometimes there are two analysis of like one noun. So how many analysis will be there? There are three. Vana pullinga dvitiya ekvachana, vana napumsakalinga prathama ekvachana, vana napumsakalinga dvitiya ekvachana. There are three analysis. So which one we have to use, which one we want. So according to the context, you have to guess.
Listen.
Okay. So here there are two lingas in which meaning. So if we click on Vana, Pullinga we have not heard of it. Okay. So this we always learn Vanam Napumsakalinga Akaranta Shabda. Right. Why it is in Pullinga? What is the meaning? In Napumsakalinga we know it is a Aranya. Okay. In Pullinga it means Davanala. There are different meanings of vana. Okay, so in different meanings the linga will change. So according to that you have to choose which vana you want, napumsaka or pullinga.
Right. So these are homographs. One word but different meanings.
Yes, yes.
Got it.
So this was about for single pada. If you want to take analysis, so you can use these tools, Nishpadika and Analyzer. So I'll suggest use Analyzer if you don't know the linga, pratipadika and category of the word. You can use Pada Vishleshika. Only the thing is you should know the form, final form of the word. You cannot give pratipadika here. Okay. Then, if you have a big word, not just a single word,
So
like
you are saying we cannot give the root form. We have to give the
yes,
final form of the.
yes, final form of the word which you are finding in a text.
I
If you are
cannot give
getting,
one. I cannot give one.
you cannot give vana, but vana is also a form, as
Right.
we say earlier.
What is the pratipadika of vanam or one? It's one only.
Vana, vana
Okay.
is the pratipadika.
Oh,
In Sambodhana Vibhakti, only vana will be there. So for Akaranta Shabda, if you have like we don't have any form, you can just give the root word here. It will analyze. But for other words, I don't think so. It will analyze because the
for
form
the
should be
eighth vibhakti you are saying, right? For
yes.
Sambodhan we
Sambodhana,
just give yes.
yes. Again, here also you can see Vana is Dhatu.
Got it.
Hmm. Then we have Sandhi. For Sandhi also we have developed Sandhi joiner and Sandhi splitter. So both the tools are very useful. Uh, for Sandhi, we have this tool, Sandhi joining. You have to choose input encoding, then output encoding, and you have to enter first word here and second word here. So what is Sandhi? Sandhi is when two words join come one after another, and the first one is ending with some halanta or any swara, and after the word which is in second place is starting with some swara or any consonant. They will make the last and the first syllable will come together to form sometimes. Okay, we'll see some examples, then things will get clear.
Amruta, I think we can explain it better with the use of Sandhi and Samas. So if we just
Yeah.
explain to them what's the difference, they'll get it better.
Okay. So here, this word Hari plus Ishaha, you can observe here that Hari is ending with Ikara. Okay, in Ra there is ikara included, and the second word ishaha is starting with e. Okay, so this e and this e comes together to form a dirgha e. Okay, so this is called called as sandhi. But here, for what is samasa? This is sandhi. Just two different words are joined together with the ending and beginning syllable. The meaning is not changed. Okay, nothing is changed. Just they are coming together. Okay, but in samasa, the two different words come together to produce different meaning. Okay, if I am saying pitambaraha, okay, pitambaraha. So pitambara means pita means yellow, and ambara means vasra, that is cloth. Okay, so yellow cloth. Does it make any sense? No. Don't, it's not. We are not referring to yellow cloth, but the person who is wearing yellow cloth. Okay, so Pitambara Dharam Vishnu. Here, for Vishnu, this Pitambara Dhara word are these three words together are coming in the sense of Vishnu. Okay, Pitambara Dhara, the one who is wearing yellow clothes, that is Vishnu. So these three words are coming together to form a different meaning. Okay, this is called as samasa,
Yeah.
and in
Amruta,
sandhi.
can I give a English example for this?
So yesterday, as you gave this
Yeah,
example of ice cream,
ice cream.
okay, ice and cream. We are not referring to ice or cream, but together they are making a different dish, that is ice cream. Okay, so this is called as compound, that is samasa in Sanskrit. And sandhi is joining of two syllables, and compound we can say joining of two meanings to produce third meaning. Okay, so there are different kinds of samasa and different kinds of sandhi as well. So mainly there are three different kinds of sandhis: swara sandhi, vyanjana sandhi, and visarga sandhi. What are the categories of two consonants, or if the two are swaras? Here both were swara, that is vowel. Okay, I is vowel, so that's why it is a swara sandhi. And in Vyanjana Sandhi, you will see there is
Consonants.
Vyanjanas are getting
Ending and
connected.
starting are consonants.
Yes.
Hmm.
So the and cha are consonants, and it is making surut chhatraha. So here this chakara is coming, like it is inserted here. So surut chhatraha. Surut plus Chhatraha, Surut Chhatraha. This is Vyanjana Sandhi. And in Visarga Sandhi, you will see Visarga is there in the first word, and after that, whatever, sometimes it can be Vyanjana or sometimes it can be Swara. So the Visarga will have some change. Okay. So Namaha Te to form Namaste. So here Visarga is converted to sa. Okay, Namaste. Visarga is not, we are not able to see the Visarga, but Sakara is there. So Namaste is it is an example of Visarga Sandhi. So we'll take some example. Uh,
No, start with my name only.
yeah. So we'll start with Girisha. So what are the two words in Girisha?
Giri and Ish.
Giri and Isha.
Here we are joining. Here we are joining the sandhis, right? We are not splitting. We are joining.
Yes. So we have to join two different words. There are two different boxes for two different words. We have to write, or you can copy the words. Here, if you just want to try this tool and practice the tool, we have given this example link here. You can click on it, and the sheet which I just showed you, that will open, and you can copy those examples or type those examples here. So Giri plus Ishaha, we will see what it makes. So Giri Prathama Padam, Ishaha Dvitiya Padam, and Samhita Padam means the final output. It is Girishaha, and the type of sandhi is Savarna Dirgha Sandhi, and Akasavarna Dirgha is the sutra from Ashtadhyayi, and this is the number or reference number of that sutra. If you want to know more, you can click on the sutra, what it means, and how this
So it gives
final
a
output.
particular rule also.
Yeah.
Nice.
Those who want to study Ashtadhyayi and through this example, you can go to the you can click on the number of the sutra, then ashtadhyayi.com link will also be open. Okay, so here for Akasavarna Dirgha they have given different examples and how it occurs, like that. All the commentary is given. So any other example?
Any other names, guys, which you all think are sandhis? Your names, but they are sandhis.
Students, you can put your names, then ma'am will tell you whether it is Sandhi or not. You just share your names. Mukesh is also Sandhi, right? And Samasa?
Which one?
Mukesh.
Mukesh. Yes.
Isha, Hardika, Manisha, Vaibhavi, Aditya,
Renuka.
Renuka. Vedashri is, I guess, a sandhi.
It's not
No,
Samasa.
this
It's
is
not a
Samasa.
samas. Okay.
Yes.
Ratnesh is a
Ratnesh
sandhi.
is Sandhi.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
You can take your name.
Isha. Okay. Mukesha, it's a guna sandhi where akara and ikara comes together to form ekara. Okay. So it is by the sutra ad guna.
Okay.
Sarang
Ratna.
is Saranga sandhi.
No.
Anurag,
Nah, Ratnesh is there.
Ratnesh.
Okay. Ratnesha. Again guna sandhi. Okay. So this was about sandhi tool. You can just go to examples and try this tool. Only you have to remember you will not put a space after any word. Okay, because it will again cause difficulty for the machine to like, uh, work. Okay, we will keep one space here and try what happens. Still it is giving, so machine is uh, trying to get the word, but you try not to put space. And then another tool, that is Sandhi Vichedika. In this tool, we not just get Sandhi Vicheda, but also Samasa Vicheda. So what is Samasa? We have already seen, like uh, if you have, we can give these examples also. Ratnesha, Ratneshaha. Okay. So we have to again choose everywhere what is the input encoding, output encoding. Next type we will keep sentence as it is and then submit. Here you see the machine has given correct output. Here Ratna hyphen Ishaha. So why there is hyphen? Because it is a compound. So the machine denotes the compound by putting a hyphen in between. If it is not a compound, it's just a sandhi. So that time machine will keep a space there. Okay, like
Amrita, we have one nice example, Jagannatha.
Jagannath.
It will be compound sandhi, so
Hmm.
sorry, consonant sandhi, so it will be an interesting example. So students, can you come up with such words? Like we have very simple words like Mukesha, Girisha, Ratnesha. Now Jagannath is a compound. Can you think of some Sanskrit words or any names you can share?
So you can see the output Jagat hyphen Nathah Jagannathah. This is produced by machine. So Itopi I am giving Itopi. Itopi here we'll see what machine produces. Itaha api. Here you are not able to see any hyphen because it is a sandhi without samasa. Hmm? There is just sandhi, not samasa. That's why there is space. If it is sandhi with samasa, it will keep a hyphen there. Hmm?
Amrita, I'll cut you there. I'll just so we need to tell the students that some words in Sanskrit can be both. They can be sandhi as well as samas, but that's not the
Hmm.
thing in other languages. In Sanskrit, they can be both sandhi as well as samas. So that is what she is saying.
Hmm.
In some words, you'll find the dash. The dash means it's a sandhi, right? The hyphen means
Dash means samasa.
okay,
Dash hyphen that is samasa.
samas. And the
And
space
space
is
is
sandhi. And what if the word is both samas and sandhi? What will it show?
so there will be a hyphen
There will be a hyphen. Okay,
because the word is connected. It's the first word is a part of second word.
right,
Like they together are there in samasa.
right.
Even if it is sandhi or not, in compound they are like they are single word, single entity. Okay.
Understood. In
So
the previous school, sorry, Mrunal,
students have sent a few words like Rishikesha, Digambara,
Digambara.
Ishvara. So you can
Hmm.
just tell which word is Sandhi and compound. No need to like if you like
Um,
running out of time, you can just tell them which word is Sandhi and which word is compound.
So everyone has put their name.
Yeah. And then
no,
they were thinking about some other words also.
no, no.
Okay.
So yesterday we did that thing. We took two, three names in the previous tool, the joiner, the
Hmm.
Sandhi joiner. Can we have two, three different names and try to bring them together?
Two, three names. It will just like
Bring them together. But
remove the space.
let's just get two different names, no? Some two different names and try to get them
Like
together.
Ayush and Anuraga. Can you
Yeah, Ayush and
combine
Anurag,
them
something like
in
that.
the yes, it will be easy.
Okay. You sure? So Ayusha plus Anuragah, Ayushanuragah. So here it was akara after in the at the end of first word and akara at the end of second word. So both akaras join together to make one akara. Ayusha and Anuraga, Ayushanuragah. So here Savarna Dirgha. So Savarna means and are Savarna. They are like same kind of words. They come from same place of articulation and same they have everything similar. So that's why they are called as savarna and dirgha. It became dirgha.
Right.
Okay. So
Another
akara and
interesting application of this tool is to create hashtags for weddings. Virushika.
Yes. So you have to like drop some words from there and you can
Right,
make.
right.
And yeah, Digambara is also good. Okay, I cannot just copy. Digambarah. Okay. So also we can give whole shloka here. I am copying this shloka from Bhagavad Gita. Drushtva tu Pandavanikam Yudham Duryodhanastada Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit. So, can you tell me where the machine should put hyphen and space? So, Drushtva is complete word. There is no sandhi or samasa. Tu is also independent word. In Pandava Nikam, Pandava and Anikam are two different words, but they are a part of a compound because Pandava does not have any vibhakti. Okay, so Pandava Anikam, Pandava Anikam. If there is vibhakti, you are seeing a vibhakti there, that means it is not a compound. So how to guess which is compound or which is some sandhi? So if there is no vibhakti in between two words, it is a samasa. And if there is vibhakti, you can guess it is a vibhakti, but still they are joined. That means it is a sandhi. Like Duryodhanas tada.
Yeah.
Duryodhanaha tada. To make Duryodhanas tada. Duryodhanaha in dhanaha, you are seeing visarga. That means there is vibhakti. That's why it's just a sandhi, not samasa. Also here acharyam upasangamya. So acharyam also there is vibhakti. So it's not a samasa, just sandhi. And again vachanam abravit. Here also there is just sandhi. We will submit if we'll check if the machine does it correctly. So see, there are some problems for machine. Okay. Drushtva tu Pandava Anikam, it did correctly. In Vyudham, it was okay. But Duryodhanas Tada. Here, what happened? Tada and Acharyam, we will give it separately. Two different lines we will give separately. Now it is doing correctly. Why? Because in this condition, after Tada and Acharya, there are two swaras in front of each other, like Tada and Acharya. It should not be like that. It should be Sandhi in Sanskrit everywhere. Wherever there is swara and two swaras are coming in front of each other, it should get Sandhid. But here we are not seeing that happening. So that's why it gave some error. So now if we are giving it separately, it is doing correctly. So there are some loopholes. We have to be very aware about it. You can try different combinations. You are from this background, so you need to be very logical and try to think from machine perspective why it is not doing. Okay, we should have done something which machine could not process. So here Drushtva tu Pandava hyphen Anikam, that means here it is Samasa. In Vyudam Duryodhanaha Tada. It is correct. So for second line we will give it separately. Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit. Okay, it is again this also is done correctly. Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit. So now if you want to So this is the advantage of this tool. You can get samasa and sandhi both separated here. Okay, it does not differentiate between sandhi. You can just, the name is sandhi splitter, but it actually also splits samasa if even if there is no sandhi. Like in what example we saw. Okay, we will see some example like uh, okay, uh, Chakradhara kind of, or Chakrapani. Chakra. So Chakrapanihi here, Chakrapanihi means Vishnu who has chakra in the pani. Pani means hand. In hand, Vishnu has chakra, so that's why it's Chakrapani. You cannot see any sandhi happening here. Chakra ending in akara, and the other word pani is beginning with pa. So there is no sandhi, but there is samasa. So see, still it is giving output. Okay, chakra hyphen panihi, chakra panihi. Okay, so this tool is also useful to if you don't have any idea if there is samasa or not, there is sandhi or not, you are not sure, you can still give the input here. Okay, so after this, now we started from single word, then we went to more than one word, that is sandhi. In sandhi we need at least two words, and in samasa we can have more than two words also. So here we input some shloka also. We tried shloka also. So still this machine was doing well. So now we have Sandhi and Samasa splitted. So what after that? So how to get the meaning out of the shloka or out of a big sentence? We know what is the Sandhi, we know what is the Samasa, but what are the different roles which the words are carrying out in a sentence? How to connect these words to make some meaningful sentence? So for that, is there any tool? So yes, we have a tool for that. So this is Anusarakam. It's not in tools. It's a separate tab. The name of the tab is Anusarakam. So we have this translation system, but this translation system is still in developmental phase. We have Sanskrit to Hindi machine translation. Some simple sentences it will do it correctly, but when it comes to a very difficult shloka or very complicated sentence, it will have some errors. But word to word meaning it will do correctly. It will not you will not get whole meaning or very correct sentence, but for word to word meaning it will help you. After that you have to make it on your own. So any sentence you want to suggest, or I can copy this one? Any sentence you can tell me.
Students, can you tell any sentence? Yes, anyone?
Any sentence, but it should be
Any
in
small sentence.
A sentence in
Just
Sanskrit.
wait for a minute. A sentence in Sanskrit. Let us wait for a minute. If somebody is typing, then we can come up with some sentence.
Mrunal has so much trust in her students.
Yes, I do trust them.
yes, even if it is wrong, it's okay.
Yes.
Go ahead, guys. Write anything.
It is fine if you make mistake. I'm here to correct it. Okay, fine. We'll start with one. If somebody is interested, they will drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, somebody is raising hand.
Okay.
Are you writing the sentence, maybe?
Go ahead, go ahead. You can unmute yourselves and say.
Yeah,
Ah,
you can
yes.
also say.
Uh, um, Aham gruham gachami.
Okay, good sentence. So I'll type here in Devanagari, in WX so that they will get some idea. So if you choose WX and you are typing, so the Devanagari preview will appear upon the text box. So here, aham, okay, mistake. Aham, see, I have typed aham and there is Devanagari preview available. So it tells you you are writing correctly or not. If it is incorrect, you don't want that one, then you can change again. Okay. So aham, gruham, gachami. Okay, aham gruham gachami. I have typed my input. So what else I have to do? I have to just choose text type. Okay, this is the last box here. So you have to choose whether it is prose. Prose means a simple sentence in a word in correct word order. And if it is shloka, the machine will expect that it will be it will have this idea that you are not writing in correct word order. Okay, what is word order here? You are telling me aham gruham gachami. Okay, so it's correct. Aham gruham gachami. If you are telling me gruham aham gachami or gachami aham gruham, this is not the typical word order. Okay, so but the sentence will be correct. In Sanskrit, we don't just rely on the word order, but the correct word form should be there. Okay, if you are writing Gachami Aham Gruham, then you have to choose it as shloka. If you are giving it in correct word order, that is Aham Gruham Gachami, you can choose prose.
So
Okay?
for prose, slok, and the other text,
Very
the
good. Yes.
the position of the verb VRB matters, right? Because of that,
Yes.
we are choosing this,
Yes.
right?
Then we have to just click submit. Okay. For Aham Gruham Gachami, here is means this is the output page. So what is there? Sanskrit Vakyam which you have given Aham Gruham Gachami and its Hindi translation मैं घर जाता हूँ. It also should give जाती हूँ. Okay, because Aham does not like tell any gender here. It can be anyone, feminine or masculine, both can be there in Aham. So here जाती हूँ और जाता हूँ. Then discourse graph, that is okay. So this is the representation of the sentence in a graphical format, so that you will be able to like imagine what is the meaning of sentence. So aham gachami, then gruham gachami. So these are different colors used here. So blue colors tell you that this is a noun
Subject.
and it's in prathama vibhakti. Okay, so when prathama vibhakti is used, it will be usually the karta. Okay, karta means the doer or the agent of the sentence who is in active voice. The prathama will be used for karta and gruham, that is karma, which is in dvitiya. It is denoted by green color and the red one is the verb. Okay, so if you want to know what is the vibhakti, you don't know the vibhakti or what is the verb here and what is the verb form or in which tense it is used. So you can click on this number 1 and here you will get all the information of that of each word. Okay, so aham is the form made like the root word is asmat, it is a sarvanama. In prathama, 1 is the number which is denoting the vibhakti. Okay, 1 is prathama and eka is ekavachana, and its Hindi meaning is मैं. Then gruham, the root word is gruha. Then napumsakalinga, gruham is in napumsakalinga, and two is the vibhakti of gruham, that is dvitiya, and eka is ekavachana. Gruham means ghar, and gachami, it is gamadhatu, kartari, latlakar, uttam purush, ekavachana. U means uttam purusha. Okay. Kartari is active voice. If it is karmani, that means it is passive voice. Okay. Kartari is active voice. Latlakar means present tense. Uttam Purusha, that is first person. Then Ekavachana. Because aham is in Ekavachana, the verb also should be in that vachana. And Parasmaipadi and Vadi, these are some technical informations regarding the dhatu. Okay. Then Gachami means Jatahu. These three words are there, and these are denoting different roles in the sentence. So what are those roles? That is Karta and Karma. Aham Gachami, Gruham Gachami. That's how you can connect each word to the verb. In grammatical tradition, the sentence, the definition of sentence is uh, just ekating vakyam. Thing means the verb which the thing are the suffixes which are attached to a verb. So tinganta means the verbs. If you are using just gachami, that's also a sentence. It may not need any other information. Okay, if I am asking you, are you going to home? If you are answering me with just gachami, that means I'll get all the meaning there. Okay, you if you are not using aham or gruham, you should use, because you can go anywhere. Just not just gruham, you can go to udyanam or anywhere else. But when gachami used, aham is there. Okay, for aham gachami is like fixed verb.
Correct. So what you are trying to say is the verb anchors everything.
Yes.
A single verb
Verb.
can make a meaningful sentence and it anchors everything else.
So if there is any big sentence, the like here.
Somebody's written a sentence in the chat box.
Oh,
Aham ante agacchami va.
vayam vidram anubhavamah. Are you getting? If you are feeling sleepy, that means you should drink some water and again sit. Okay, vayam nidram anubhavamah. Okay, you have to write va. And now, as I am giving the input in Devanagari, I will change it again to Devanagari, and it's a prose format. I will submit. So see, vayam अनुभवामः, निद्राम अनुभवामः, हम निद्रा अनुभव करते हैं. ओके, अहम अन्ते गच्छामि वा. So this va we have attached here. It's not a typical sentence like formal sentence used in Sanskrit, but it is kind of informal way of asking.
This va is indeclinable, is it?
Yes, yes. So see, aham, which is karta, and ante, adhikaranam, which is in saptami. So aham has prathama and ante has adhikarana because it is in saptami, and va is just denoted as sambandha. Okay, agachami. Okay, so if you are clicking on one, so you will get all the other information, grammatical information of each word. मैं, अंत में. So this anta mein is not correct. Okay, andar matlab that means inside. Okay, agachami va atahu, and va means question. So this information is still not there with the parser, that it's the person is asking question. So मैं अंत में आता हूँ वा, तो so va is not translated here. Okay. So for what all colors are there, you can get the information here in help. Okay, if you are clicking on help. So why multiple rows? Why does each row? What does each row specify? How to control number of rows? What do the colors specify? Here you will get all the information regarding colors. Okay. So okay, now this, and you can just give any sentence here or any shloka also. Only you have to be careful with the sandhi and samasa. If you are giving a samasa, then you have to put hyphen, as we were getting from in the sandhi splitter. Okay, Dasharatha hyphen putra, because it is a samasa. Dasharatha putra Rama Ayodhya hyphen nagaryam koshat hastena brahmanaya dhanam dadati. If there is just sandhi, you have to split the sandhi and put a space there. Okay, if it is okay. So there are two samasas. We are putting hyphens there, and we will submit. So like that, it will give you output. If you don't put hyphen or space in between sandhis, it will give you. It will not produce the correct analysis. Okay. Here, Dasharatha Putraha, see, it is not connected to any other word, and Ayodhya Nagaryam also is not connected. It is these two are separate, because this word is not there in the dictionary. Okay, with the list of words we have, this Dasharatha Putra word is not there. Okay, Dasharatha is there, Putraha is there. So we have to tell that these two are different words and making a samasa. So that's why we have to give a hyphen. Okay. So do we have some time for Amar Kosha? I will just show it very shortly, or we can.
No, we need to see Amarkosh. But that word Hari that you showed yesterday, was it in this tool or was it in Amarkosh?
Hari was in Amar Kosha.
Okay, okay, let's see it quickly.
So there is one more very useful tool. So before that, I'll just tell you about e-readers. We have developed some e-readers. So that is books which are already available in literature, but we have developed these e-readers, that we have digitalized them into e-readers, and we just don't have the shlokas, but all the information regarding every shlokas we have. This is for Raghuvamsha. If you want to read Raghuvamsha, there are many translations available, but if you really want to read Sanskrit text from the original text, you want to get the meaning, not just reading the translation, you can come here and read these books. So for example, I'll just quickly show. If Sargavan, this one example is there. Swagartha Viva Samprukto, Vagartha Pratipatte. So for each shloka we have this, as I showed here in Anusarakam, we have, for each shloka we have these diagrams, and through that diagrams you can read all the shlokas and get the meanings. Okay, so in e-readers it is there. So we are making more e-readers nowadays, so that people can read. And Amar Kosha is also a very useful tool for like those who want to get what each word means in Sanskrit and what is the knowledge behind that word. This Amar Kosha is there. Amar Kosha is a thesaurus. That means it is a dictionary for Sanskrit to Sanskrit. It does not translate the word to any other language. Amarkosha uh, is a book written by Amar Simha in 4th century, and what he did, he took each word in Sanskrit and gave its synonyms in a shloka format. Show you one shloka. Okay, it's not
Guys
here.
will be sharing the website links, don't worry.
Yeah, I'll just show you some example of some shloka. So, what is there in Amarkosha? It is by Amar Singha in 4th century. There are different shlokas for each word. Okay, so where is one shloka? So Striyam Shiva Bhuri Maya Gomayo Mrugadhurtakaha Shrugala Vanchaka Krushtu Pheu Pherava Jambukaha. This is one shloka which is telling us what are the different synonyms for Jambuka, that is fox. Okay, for fox, what are the different words which can be used in Sanskrit? So Shiva, Bhuri Maya, Gomayu, Mrugadhurtaka, Shrugala, Vanchaka, Krushtu, Pheru, Pherava, and Jambuka are different words which can be used synonymously. Okay, so Amar Simha has given such 1608 shlokas, okay, with different themes. Okay, so what are these different themes? These are called as kandas. Prathama Kanda, Dvitiya Kanda, and Tritiya Kanda. Kanda means you can say that it's a chapter. These are chapters in which this Amar Kosha is divided. So in each chapter we have vargas. Okay. So in first Kanda there are different vargas, namely Swarga Varga, Vyoma Varga, Dig Varga, Kala Varga, Dhi Varga, Shabdadi Varga, Natya Varga, Patala, Bhogi Varga, and Naraka Varga, Vari Varga, ityadi. So these are different vargas. So you can see that there is some relation of one varga to each, like Swarga, Vyoma, Dik. These are like which are very not related to Prithvi. Okay, so Swarga, Vyoma, these are all such uh, different topics. And in Dvitiya Kanda, we will get all the information, all the words which are related to Prithvi. Okay, Bhumi, Pura, Shaila Varga, Vanaushadhi, Simha, and different other Vargas which are related to earth. And Tritiya Kanda, there are the words which are not covered in both the Kandas. They are included in the third Kanda. Vishesha Nigna, Sankirna, Nanartha, Avyaya, Lingadi Sangraha. In these are different kinds of these are lexical categories, we can say. So Vishesha Nigna means all the Visheshanas which are used in sentences like Sundara and etc. Visheshanas are there. So they are considered in Visheshanigna Varga. Sankirna Varga, and all the like different categories which are not covered here, they will be in Sankirna Varga. Nanartha Varga means the words which have different meanings. Nana means different, Artha means meanings. So the one word has different meanings. So it will be covered in Nanartha Varga. Avyaya Varga means indeclinables, like cha, to, like cha means and, va, like or. These kind of words will be covered in Avyaya Varga. And Lingadi Sangraha Varga means different genders. What are different names for genders, like that. These will be in Lingadi Sangraha Varga. So this is how there are different topics covered in Amar Kosha, and all the names, all the nouns related to these vargas will be in there in the Amar Kosha.
Right. So, Amruta, this is not alphabetical. This is theme wise. They have given
Ha.
different themes and based. So, Swarga Varga is everything related to Swarga, all the words
Ah,
related to Swarga.
hmm.
Right. So this
So
is all
these
theme
are,
wise,
hmm.
and it gives
Yes.
context also, the necessary context also, because this is all theme wise. The
Hmm.
words that you were saying, some
Hmm.
words which are close to each other, they have been grouped together, and that helps us to create better context of words.
Yes.
In
So
thesaurus in English, there is no context, but in this, there is a, so it is arranged in such a manner that there is context also.
yes. So in Swarga Varga, in tradition, we just start from some Mangala Charana, like prayer, and so that Swarga Varga is kept first, that all the gods will be covered in this Swarga Varga and their related things. So if they start from Indra, so after Indra, what is all the things related to Indra? That is the elephant of Indra, the Vajra, which is the uh,
Weapon.
astra used by Indra. So these things will be covered in Swarga Varga, and the sequence will be accordingly. If Vishnu is mentioned, after Vishnu, Lakshmi will be mentioned. So there will be like the reader will have some
Connections, will be able to make the
photo
connections better.
connection of each of the things mentioned in a sequence. So this sequence or these connections are worked out in a PhD work of Dr. Shivaja Nair. She is currently working as an assistant professor at Kaladi Shankaracharya University. So in this interface, Amar Kosha, if you how to go to the interface in Koshaha, there is knowledge net of Amar Kosha, and in this knowledge net of Amar Kosha, there is no, again there is some information on what is this tool and how it is built. So there are FAQs. If you forget what I have told, or I am not covering everything in this like very short time because of, so I am not covering everything. In FAQ, you can go and read all the material. So how to use, I will just show here quickly. Uh, so knowledge net of Amar Kosha, you have to go, and then you have to just insert a Pratipadika. Pratipadika is the root word. You cannot give Ramaha here, but you can give Rama. Okay. So what is the Pratipadika? You have to search it beforehand, and then you have to input that Pratipadika here. Hmm. So for Pratipadika, we will just give one example. What example I should give? Any name, anybody's name? Okay, I am seeing Aditya. I'll give Aditya's name. So Aditya, and it is in Devanagari. I need to select one relation. These relations are are not explicitly mentioned in Amar Kosha, but but Dr. Shivaja Nair, who did her PhD on this topic, she observed these relations occurring in Amar Kosha. According to these relations, the arrangement of Amar Kosha is done. So, firstly, we will just see Paryayavachi, and output should be in Devanagari for us. So, Aditya, this name is come has there in three different senses. First is Deva, and second is Deva Gana Devata, and third is Surya. Okay, so there are three different meanings of Aditya, and the first one, that is mean Aditya means the son of Aditi. Okay, so all the gods are son of Aditi. So Aditya has come in that sense. Then Gana Devata, there are different Adityas we can call. So Vishwa, Vasu, Tushrita, Abhaswara, these are different meanings of Gana Devata. And Surya, we know that Aditya means Surya. So these are different names come has come in this meaning of Surya. Okay, so there are three different entries of Aditya. So now, what are other relations? You can go and see each one of them. And just one thing which is very special about this tool, you can just go to all relations. Okay. So all relations, in all relations, you will see all the relations in one place, and what are the connections between all the names and their meanings. You can see in one graph. So this is a big graph for Aditya Shabda. Okay. So in Surya, you can see Surya, which is the meaning of Aditya. For Aditya, there are different, like Surya Patni. Okay. Surya Patni is uh, Patni of Aditya. Then Surya Sarathi, that is Sevaka. We know that Surya has Sarathi and it has seven horses. Okay, and these are different grahas. Okay, Shani, Buddha, Mangala, Brihaspati. So Aditya, that is Surya, is a part of the different grahas. And so, and it has Kirana. Okay, then Jyotsna, Raver, Chihi are the different names of Kirana. And this is the big graph for just one meaning, that is Surya. And there are other meanings, like in the meaning of Devata, it has again a big graph. Okay, so you can go through this one. So now we will just see one more word, that is Hari. Okay, Hari means, we know that Hari is the name of Vishnu. And what other names, what other meanings do we know about Hari? So for Hari, we have very big graph. So very complicated graph, because there are 14 meanings of Hari. Okay, why 14 meanings? Because the etymology of Hari is uh, Harate Saha Harihi. So the one who like takes something from us is Hari. So in the sense of Vishnu, what does he take from us? He takes our sins, that is Papa, and gives us moksha. So that's why Hari means Vishnu. And in sense of Vanara or monkey, Hari is also used there, because it it takes some fruits from us and runs. So that's why Hari is there. And Simha is also Hari, because it will take our life from us. So these are different meanings which can occur due to the etymology of Hari Shabda, and in what sense it is used. Accordingly, we have to define the meaning, like what it is referring, which object is referring. So this is very uh, special example.
Right. What I liked about Amar Kosh was that it comes along with the context. We are able to get the complete picture instead of just the meaning. We are able to
Mhm.
make those connections because that's how we understand the whole thing.
Yes.
So I think
Yes.
Amar Kosh by, I don't remember, ma'am. Sivajanaya,
Simha.
ma'am.
Yes, it's okay.
It
Shiva
works,
Janaya.
right? Sivajan.
Yes,
So
yes.
Amar Kosh by Amar Simha, and now this has been made by Sivajanaya. This is fantastic. Super. Right. Is there anything else that you want to add, Amruta?
Um, so I just want to like tell the students that if they use these tools, they will feel very like they have someone to take help from in any time. 24 hours this is available. They just have to go to this website and they can explore this website more. And also I would like to request them to, they can even suggest us some like feedback. They can give us feedback to like what else we can do for like more we want to like help them. So whatever they want, they can ask us. We will try to develop those tools also.
Right. Amruta, one last thing. How is this different from ChatGPT? Will ChatGPT be more useful, or is this going to be more useful when I want to start studying?
Okay. So ChatGPT will not give will not provide you very specific answers. If, even if you are asking a very specific query. Okay. So ChatGPT for Sanskrit basically there is not much data so that you can train ChatGPT to answer such queries. We have plenty of theory, but we don't have plenty of data.
Right.
Okay. Uh, Unlike English, we have plenty of data. Theory is not that much robust. So they can train machines with English data and like whatever language data is there. But Sanskrit, it is not possible with ChatGPT.
Got it. Got it. So this helps us to be more specific, and it also helps us to make decisions based on the
Ah,
context, which is the one that we want.
yes.
Right. Understood. Any suggestions for Amruta, guys? How did you all find the tool? Of course, you all can give the feedback to Mrunal ma'am also. But if there are any suggestions, you all can give. One suggestion which I had mentioned yesterday was to make the user interface a bit more friendly, a bit more intuitive, and she said that she's going to work on it, probably a chat box, which you can ask directly questions and then it might give some kind of answers. So suggestions like these are always welcome because Amruta is directly involved in all of this. Amruta, also please tell us which is the thing that you have been working on in these tools.
So my specialization is in literature. So I did my MA in literature, Sanskrit literature. Basically grammar oriented and like basic tools to get the hold of meaning.
Right.
Okay, but this if we are going to analyze figurative language, that is like decorative language, and Sanskrit has a lot of literature available for decorative language. For Kalidasa, etc., we don't have any tools to analyze such language. Okay, even these grammatical tools will sometimes make mistakes to analyze such language. So for that, I want to just make something for the readers who want to just learn whatever these great poets have created. So there is this Yamakanuprasa tool. So this one in my PhD work, I have like started with this very basic tool. This is Yamaka and Anuprasa are two different alankaras. So Yamaka is repetition of same sound sequence, or Anuprasa is repetition of different syllables in intervals or anyway. So Yamaka is repetition of word and Anuprasa is repetition of syllable.
So
Okay.
repetitions and alliteration, I guess, is from the
Yeah.
figures of speech.
Yes. So anuprasa is alliteration, and
Right.
yamaka we don't have any equivalent in English.
Okay.
So in Marathi we have yamaka very different standard.
Okay.
So in Sanskrit it is very different than what we have in Marathi. So anuprasa you can say that Marathi yamaka can be considered as anuprasa in Sanskrit. So if we give any example here, so example, okay, I'll just give one. Sharada Sharadamboja.
Seems you have memorized the old WX thing.
Yes, we have to use this one to build, like to implement these things. We cannot like make a programming available in. We cannot program in Devanagari, so we
Right.
have to use this one. Sharadamboja, Vadana, Vadanam, Bhuje. So I'll just give these two lines here, Sharada Sharadam Bhoja. If we consider this, so Yamaka and Anuprasa we will see occurring only in shloka. Okay, it will not be there in any prose. Okay, so in Padya we will see it, but in Gadya we will not observe anywhere that Yamaka and Anuprasa is like we can see. So Sharada Sharadambuja, I'll put one small, I'll put full stop, and Vadana Vadanambuja. After that, I'll put a full stop to denote that these are two charanas of a shloka. Okay, we have two lines in shloka like that. I am telling that these are two lines of a shloka. So okay, so here I have to give capital A. So here you are seeing Vadana and Sharada are getting repeated. So according to Acharya, I have implemented the theory of Rudrata, Dandi and Bharata. So Bharata is Bharata Muni who wrote Natya Shastra. Dandi is also a very great theorist of Sanskrit literature, and Rudrata also belongs to the school of literature. Then Vadana and Sharada are getting repeated. This Sha, somewhere it has repeated. This one. So because I have put this full stop, it is getting the idea that where the chanda is breaking there. Okay. So bhaga, pada bhaga vritti yamaka. It is very specific to Sanskrit, so I will not go into these terms. So pada means a charana of a shloka. Okay, shloka has four charanas. So each charana is starting with Vadana. So here you can see Vadana Vadanambuje. So this Vadana is considered as one charana and this one is second charana. Similarly, Sharada is Padadi Yamaka according to Bharata, and Anuprasa is there. So Latanuprasa it is highlighting here Sharada Sharadambuja Vadana Vadanambuja. Here is the repetition, so it is highlighting it with blue color. Then again there is no Chekanuprasa, no Vrutyanuprasa identified in this verse, and Antyanuprasa is also not there. And Sharada, because here the Dantya is the letters we are pronouncing from that specific place of articulation. So the V are there from the dental place of articulation. So that's why this is Dantya Anuprasa and Oshtyanuprasa, the Makara, Bhakara, and Va is Dantyoshtha. That's why it is covered in both the types, and Makara and Bakara also here in Oshtyanuprasa. So, okay. So this is the tool which I have worked on.
Quite detailed and quite impressive. I think this will help us understand things better. At least people who are trying to learn.
But mostly this will help the people who are making new poetry,
New point.
because the one which is already there, we have already everything that is analyzed.
Correct.
But the people who are making new poetry, they will not like they will not forcefully add these alankaras there.
Correct.
It will be there naturally in flow. They will arrange the letters. But if they want to know what exactly type of nuprasa, exact type of yamaka there, they can come to the analyze.
Okay.